श्री श्री चैतन्य चरितामृता की जय। श्रीपाद अद्वैत अद्वैताचार्य प्रभु की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। Can you repeat the verse which is displayed on the screen? This is reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter number 6, text number 1. This is a prayer to Sri Advaita Acharya. Vande Tam Srimad Advaita Acharyam Adbhuta Cheshtitam. Vande Tam Srimad Advaita Acharyam Adbhuta Cheshtitam. Yasya Prasadat Agyaha Api Tatswarupam Nirupayet. Yasya Prasadat Agyopi Tatswarupam Nirupayet. Vande Tam Srimad Advaitacharyam Adbhuta Cheshtitam. Yasya Prasadat Agyopi Tatswarupam Nirupayet. Vande Tam Srimad Advaitacharyam Adbhuta Cheshtitam. Yasya Prasadat Agyopi Tatswarupam Nirupayet. Shri Advaitacharyam Adbhuta Cheshtitam. Yasya Prasadat Agyopi Tatswarupam Nirupayet. I'll repeat the word to word meaning. Vande, I offer my respectful obeisances. Tam, unto him. Srimat, with all opulences. Advaita Acharyam, Shri Advaita Acharya. Adbhuta Cheshtitam, whose activities are wonderful. Yasya, of whom. Prasadat, by the mercy. Agyaha api, even a foolish person. Tat Swarupam, his characteristics. Nirupayet, may describe. Translation by His Divine Grace, Shri Charanaраvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Advaita Acharya, whose activities are all wonderful. By his mercy, even a foolish person can describe his characteristics. And please repeat the translation. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Advaita Acharya, whose activities are all wonderful. By his mercy, even a foolish person can describe his characteristics. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is a very nice verse written by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is the author of this book, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, from where we are discussing. So, this book, Chaitanya Charitamrita, talks about the life and pastimes and the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnation of Lord Krishna in Kali Yuga. Lord Krishna appeared himself as a devotee to teach how to become a devotee of Krishna. And Krishna brought along with him four other great personalities to teach this path of bhakti, how to become a devotee, how to surrender to Krishna, and how to serve Krishna and become his devotee, and then go back to Krishna. So, the Lord and the other four personalities, all together, they're called Pancha Tattva. And you can see in our altar, we just close the altar for the Lord's offering. So, we have five personalities. One is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's Lord Krishna himself. Then the another personality is Lord Nityananda. He is the incarnation of Balaram. Although we use the word incarnation, actually, particularly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they are Krishna and Balaram who have come down to this world to preach the cult of bhakti. Then Advaita Acharya, the third personality. So he is a combined form of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. Then Gadadhara Pandit is the fourth personality in the Panchatattva. He is the incarnation of Srimati Radharani, the Lord's internal potency. And the fifth personality is Srivas Thakur, who is the incarnation of Narada Muni. So the Lord Krishna as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with these four great personalities, came down personally to this world to preach the cult of bhakti and to attract the conditioned souls back to Krishna, the Lord, and take them back to the spiritual world. So today we are celebrating the appearance of Advaita Acharya, the third personality in the Panchatattva. So here it is said, Vandeham, the author is first of all offering his respects to Sri Advaita Acharya or Advaita Prabhu. Vande Tam. Vande means to offer our respects. Tam means on to that personality. Who is that? Srimad Advaita Acharyam. Srimad means one who is filled with, endowed with all opulences. Srimad. So, Srimad Advaita Acharyam. So, I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Advaita Acharya. Adbhuta Cheshtitam, whose activities are all simply wonderful. Beyond any human imagination. Even beyond the imagination of the Devatas. Advaita Acharya's activities are beyond any human and even godly comprehension. That's why it is described here as Adbhuta Cheshtitam. We will see what is that Adbhuta Cheshta very soon. What is that wonderful thing with Advaita Acharya did? Many things. Some few things we will discuss. Then Yasya Prasadat, and by whose mercy? Yasya Prasadat. That means by the mercy of Advaita Acharya, Agnaha api. Agnaha means being ignorant, foolish person, illiterate, not intelligent, dull. Could mean any of these things. Could mean dull, less intelligent, or no intelligence, foolish person, no knowledge. So even such a person, if he receives the mercy of Advaita Acharya, who is the combined incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, tat swarupam nirupayet. Even such a foolish person, completely ignorant person, even he, tat swarupam nirupayet, can nirupayet means to describe tat, om tat sat, that means the absolute truth or the supreme lord, swarupam. Even such a foolish person, ignorant person can describe the supreme law. So this is the uh, potency of the blessings of Advaita Acharya. So each personality is powerful like this in the Panchatattva. That's why in the next verse, if you see, the author offers his respects and the five personalities by the bhajan which we did just now. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita, Chandra, Jaya, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai means actually glorification. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Acharya, all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All of them are glorious, the five personalities. All of them are equally potent. We should not discriminate between one personality and the other personality in the Panchatattva. All are equally powerful to bestow Krishna Bhakti. It is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. If one considers one personality to be less important than the another personality, it is an offense. Panchatattva, they're all one. Equally powerful. They're on the level of the Supreme Lord, on par with the Supreme Lord. So, Krishnadas Karaj Goswami says now, he will describe Advaita Acharya in two verses. He offered his respects, first of all. Now he's going to describe Advaita Acharya in two verses. That's in text 4 and 5. So we will read that, texts 4 and 5. So what is Advaita Acharya? Mahavishnu Jagatkarta. Actually, we chanted that during our offerings to Advaita Acharya now. So let's discuss that. Mahavishnu Jagatkarta Mayaya Srijati Adaha Tasyavatara Evayam Advaita Acharya Ishvaraha. So here it is said, Mahavishnu. Who is this Mahavishnu? Let's understand Mahavishnu first before understanding Advaita Acharya. So Mahavishnu Jagatkarta. This Mahavishnu is Jagatkarta. He is the one who actually brings about the whole cosmic creation with its innumerable universes, consisting of innumerable planets, consisting of innumerable jivas. So this entire Jagat Karta, entire cosmic creation is done by Mahavishnu. Mayaya yaha srijati adaha, through the actions of Maya or the material energy. So with the assistance of Maya Devi, Mahavishnu creates this entire material world. Tasya avatara eva ayam. Ayam, this Advaita Acharya, Tasya avatara, he is his incarnation. Whose incarnation? That Mahavishnu Jagatkarta's incarnation. Not an ordinary person. Not an ordinary person. Not a human being. They appeared as devotees of the Lord, but they're not ordinary human beings. Actually, he is the incarnation of Mahavishnu. So, Tasya avatara eva. Eva means certainly. I am this personality. Advaita Acharya Ishvaraha, and he is the Supreme Lord. That's why the word Ishvara is again stressed here. Advaita Acharya Ishvaraha. So Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. This one verse. Second verse describing Advaita Acharya is Advaitam Harina Advaitat. This Advaita Acharya, Harina Advaitat. Advaita means non-dual, not different, the same. Advaita. You say Dvaita, Advaita. So Advaita means not different. Harina Advaita, not different from Lord Hari. Who is that? Advaitam. So Advaitam, Harina Advaita. So, nice composition. So who is that person who is not different from Hari? Advaitam. He is Advaita. And so he is Lord Hari himself. At the same time, he is playing a dual role. Acharyam Bhakti Shamsanat. He is also Acharya simultaneously. He is the Supreme Lord, Hari, not different from Hari. At the same time, Acharyam, he is also Acharya. Why? Because Bhakti Shamsanat, he came to propagate Bhakti, to preach Bhakti, to make devotees from the group of non-devotees. This world is filled with non-devotees. So the Lord appeared as Advaita Prabhu, took up the role of Acharya. Acharya means particularly to preach by personal example and then make devotees. Acharya's primary function, what is Acharya's primary function? Is to actually preach to the non-devotees and to influence them, impress them about bhakti and make them devotees of Krishna. This is primary function of an Acharya. So therefore, Advaita Prabhu preached extensively Acharyam Bhakti Shamsanat about the cult of bhakti, the cult of devotion. And Bhakta Avataram Isham Tam. He is the Lord and also the incarnation of the Lord's devotee. Bhakta Avataram and Isham Tam. Tam means that personality. He is Isha. He is also Bhakta Avatara. He is the Supreme Lord, incarnation of the Supreme Lord, and incarnation of the Lord's devotee. Advaita Acharyam Ashraye. So therefore I take shelter of him. Ashraye. So these are the two verses describing Advaita Acharya in a nutshell. So Advaita Acharya is the direct incarnation of Mahavishnu. Hmm? Sakshat, Tandra Avatara Sakshat Advaita Acharya. Mahavishnu Srishtikarta, Tandra Avatara Sakshat Advaita Acharya is the direct incarnation of Mahavishnu. So in as far as this creation is concerned, there are two aspects of creation. It is called technically the efficient cause and the material cause. Little technical it is. Efficient cause are also called remote cause. That means that cause which is not seen. That's what's called remote cause, efficient cause, primary cause. And there is the secondary cause called the material cause, the immediate cause. It's also called the immediate cause. So the efficient cause or the remote cause. This world has one cause. Then second cause is the immediate cause, the material cause. Now the remote cause or the efficient cause is Mahavishnu. And the immediate cause, material cause is Advaita Acharya. So what is that remote cause? What is it that Mahavishnu did? He glances over the material nature. That is that remote cause. He just glances over the material creation. Actually over the uh, uh, Mahat Tattva. What is Mahat Tattva? Mahat Tattva is actually the sum total of all material ingredients of creation. Sum total of all material ingredients of creation. That means there is no separation of earth, water, fire, air, space, manas, buddhi, ahankar. There's no such separation. They're all, when they are together, unseparated, that is called Mahat Tattva. So when Mahavishnu glances over this Mahat Tattva, That is the remote cause. And then Advaita Acharya does the function of actual creation in creating all the universes and all the planetary systems like that. That is Advaita Acharya. So here Krishnadas Karaj Goswami uh, uh, makes another important statement about the uh, uh, all auspicious nature of Advaita Acharya and how auspicious it is simply to hear about this personality. How much auspicious? That he describes in text 12. Very nice verse. Jagat Mangala Advaita Mangala Gunadhama Mangala Charita Sada Mangala Yaranama. So, Jagat Mangala Advaita. Advaita Acharya is auspicious for the whole world. Jagat Mangala Advaita. Then, Mangala Gunadhama. He is a reservoir of all auspicious attributes, qualities. All his qualities are all auspicious. It's a reservoir of all auspicious qualities. Mangala Gunadhama. Then, Mangala uh, Charitra. His life, his characteristics, his pastimes are simply Mangala. About Advaita Acharya, that's all. So, Koti Amsha, Koti Shakti, Koti Avatara, Etalana, Srije Purusha, Sakala Samsara. Mahavishnu creates this entire material world, Koti Amsha, with millions of his parts. There are different kinds of parts of Mahavishnu. Advaita Acharya is one part. Actually, he is a limb, not a part. He is a limb of Mahavishnu. The reason is given why he is not a part, he is a limb. That was discussed earlier. So, Mahavishnu brings about Advaita Acharya and creates these universes with millions of his parts, energies, and incarnations. So, he is the personal limb of Mahavishnu, Advaita Acharya. Because limb indicates greater intimacy and connection with the Lord. That's why Advaita Acharya is the limb of Mahavishnu, not a part. We are all parts of Mahavishnu. But Advaita Acharya is the limb of Mahavishnu. That means indicating greater intimacy and connection with Mahavishnu. So Koti Amsha, with millions of his parts, Koti Shakti, millions of his energies, Parasya Shakti Vivideva Shruyate, Swabhaviki Jnana Balakrecha, as the Upanishad says, that the Lord has got unlimited energies. Unlimited energies. So with that unlimited energies, unlimited parts, and Koti Avatara with unlimited incarnations, Mahavishnu creates this material world. And Mahavishnu is primarily concerned about creating this material world. There is no Mahavishnu in Vaikuntha. There is no Mahavishnu in Vaikuntha. Mahavishnu is only in material world. There is no need for Mahavishnu because Mahavishnu's very purpose is to create material universes, material planets, and to send the jivas to reform them, to give them an opportunity to reform themselves, revive their forgotten bhakti, their eternal loving relationship with Vishnu or Krishna, and go back to the kingdom of God. So Mahavishnu facilitates, makes all these arrangements. So this material world is an arrangement for the jiva to render seva to Krishna and give up his independent nature of enjoyment and develop the sense of servitude, bhakti, loving devotion to Krishna and go back to Krishna. So that is the primary purpose of Mahavishnu and his creation. Otherwise, the purpose of creating this universe, this material world, is lost. See? People ask, what is the purpose of creating this world? Why did the Lord create this world? People have this question. Second question they have, why did the Lord send us to this world? So the Lord created this world for our sake. Otherwise, the Lord has no reason to create this world. There's no reason to create this world. Because we desire to enjoy, independent of Krishna or the Lord. The Lord has to make separate arrangement. In Vaikuntha, there's no possibility of you enjoying. Because in Vaikuntha, the whole mood is seva, not bhoga. Enjoyment means bhoga. The whole mood in Vaikuntha is seva. Everybody is engaged in seva. See, Advaita Acharya is incarnation of the Lord. He is Lord himself. Harina Advaita. Actually, he is the Lord himself. Yet, he also wants to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That we'll see very soon. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu considers Advaita Acharya as his guru. But Advaita Acharya considers Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as his guru. And his very existence is meant simply to serve and satisfy Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the feelings and the bhavana with which Advaita Acharya is existing. Can you imagine? Mahavishnu, he is also in the mood of seva. That is Advaita Acharya. So even Mahavishnu is in the mood of seva. But the tiny jiva, he is in the mood of bhoga. See the contrast? How much stark difference between the Lord and the jiva. Actually, the jiva cannot enjoy independent of the Lord. But when this contamination comes into the mind of the jiva, he becomes unfit to live in Vaikuntha. People ask, how did we fall down from Vaikuntha? The jiva is pure. Then how did we become contaminated? Vaikuntha, is there any reason for contamination? Any influence of Maya Shakti? There is no influence of Maya Shakti in Vaikuntha. Not possible. Dhamna Svena Nirasta Kuhakam. Vyasdeva has said, Dhamna Svena Nirasta Kuhaka. Vaikuntha is always free from the influence of Maya Shakti. Then how did the jiva get into this Maya of, let me also enjoy like Vishnu, Krishna? Because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains the reason why the jiva fell down to this world. When the jiva, being minute in his constitution, tiny in his constitution, he has a tiny free will. The Lord is supremely independent and has got supreme free will. We have got tiny free will. Abhigna Swarat. Vyasadeva again describes in Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, first verse. The Lord is supremely independent. And we, being part and parcel of Krishna, we also have independence, but tiny. Because we are tiny jiva, we have tiny independence. The quality of the Lord we have. Lord is independent, we are also independent. But his independence is supreme. We have tiny independence. And with the tiny independence, what are we supposed to do? Supposed to use our independence properly to serve Vishnu, Krishna, and to satisfy Vishnu, Krishna. In the process of satisfying Vishnu and serving Vishnu, we become satisfied, completely happy. This is the formula for happiness. What is the formula? By serving Vishnu, we will become satisfied. Yasmin tushte, jagat tushte is the formula. People do not know the formula for happiness, secret of happiness. By satisfying Vishnu or Krishna, we will become satisfied. But people do not know this formula. They want to satisfy themselves independently, without caring for Vishnu or considering Vishnu or regarding Vishnu. Then you can never be happy. That is not the formula for happiness. It is wrong. The formula for happiness is you satisfy Vishnu, automatically you will be satisfied without separate effort. Why? That is why, the reason being, because we are part and dependent of the Lord. It is included in the Lord's satisfaction. That's why Prabhupada repeatedly gave this example. The hand is part and parcel of his body. So by serving the body and satisfying the body, automatically this hand is nourished and satisfied. Similarly, we being, as described here, Koti Amsha. The Lord with his millions of parts has created this world. So we're all that millions of parts. So being inseparably connected with the Lord by serving the Lord, and when the Lord is satisfied, automatically we'll be satisfied. So this is the uh, reality or constitutional position of the Jiva. So uh, uh, Mahavishnu, because the Jiva's desire to enjoy independent of the Lord has to make arrangement through Mahavishnu. Krishna has to make arrangement in the form of Mahavishnu. Krishna is only Mahavishnu. But Krishna in the form of Mahavishnu creates this world to make an arrangement to separately enjoy without the Lord. And the Lord sends us to this world telling, try your luck. Try and see. I don't object. I'll not come in your way. I'll not block. I'll not control. I'll give you freedom. You can try and see. But where is the question of trying? Anybody has anybody is a sane person. He knows how it is possible. Without the Lord that you can be happy. Not possible. So therefore the example is given again. Suppose a finger has got cut and it is lying on the ground. It's got disconnected with the body. There's no blood supply. Very soon that finger will rot. You have to dispose it. But the same finger, when it's connected with his hand and the hand to the body, gets all its nourishment, and you can see the finger is healthy. Exactly like that. When we are disconnected from the Lord, you can see we deteriorate. And that we can see what is the deterioration? We are not happy. Simply miserable condition. Whatever attempts you make to become happy, you will not be happy. Simply a defeat in life. Frustration in life. Because when you try to become happy or enjoy independent of the Lord, it is not possible. Not possible. As much as you cannot nourish the finger outside the body, when it's cut off from the body, how can you nourish the finger? You cannot nourish it. It has to be connected with the body. Similarly, unless we are connected with the Lord, we cannot be nourished or cannot become happy. But somehow, because of the misuse of the free will, so the free will, sometimes people ask this question, why the Lord gave free will? Now we are suffering, no? So Lord being very powerful, he could have kept us with him only in Vaikunta. And even if I make a mistake by trying to separate myself from the Lord, Lord should have said, no, I will not allow you to go. You be with me only. You cannot leave me. So Lord could have protected us. No. Then the meaning of free will is lost. Seva can happen only with free will. Swatantara. The Lord wants us to serve him voluntarily, not by force, not by control. Because he is the supreme, he can control, keep us under control. Then there will be fear, not love. You will work, you will serve out of fear, not out of love. And the Lord, that is one aspect. Now the second aspect is the Lord respects your free will, even though you're tiny. This also has to be appreciated, looked upon. Even though we are tiny jiva, Lord respects you. We are insignificant. Actually, we cannot do anything with the Lord. Still, the Lord is giving so much respect to your free will. So is it not our responsibility to therefore use the free will properly? And for our own good, finally, the Lord is not going to benefit in any way. By serving the Lord, being connected with the Lord, we are the benefactors. We are the benefactor. So therefore, anyway, because the Jivas desired so the Jivas left Vaikuntha. The day when this idea came into his mind, let me also enjoy like Narayana, like Krishna. Why only one Narayana? I am also Narayana. Why only he has to be Narayana in that seat? I will also be in that seat of Narayana. Moment this thought comes, he is sent down to Bhuloka. He is sent down to this material world actually. He has to reform his mentality. This is the pollution, contamination. I am the Lord. I am equal to Narayana. I don't say that, but my tendency is like that. my behavior, my bhavana, my consciousness indicates that. See, nobody is directly saying, I want to be Narayana and enjoy like Narayana, but our actions indicate that. So that is the disease, contamination. So we have to develop Seva Bhavana, not Ishvara Bhava. Seva Bhav, as opposed to Ishvara Bhava. See, Advaita Acharya is Ishwaram Tam. We are not Ishvara. That mentality should go. So, but anyway, the Lord is giving us the opportunity. So He's created this world. Elaborate arrangement. Imagine how many universes, how many planets, how much facility Lord has created. Everybody is trying. Every single day He is trying to be the Lord, to enjoy in this material world. Some are studying, some are earning money, some are making buildings, some are acquiring titles, some are trying to control. Different ways and means, all reflecting one's nature of Ishvara, to control and to enjoy. Every material action reflects this. You can carefully, if you analyze, you can actually appreciate, you can understand. Every activity of a conditioned soul is simply actually showing this idea of how he wants to enjoy and the struggle to enjoy in this world. Independent of the Lord. Lord is not the partner. Sole proprietorship. No partnership with God also. Even partnership he doesn't want. Sole proprietorship he wants of the material world. And he tries to increase his lording nature to the maximum possible. He tries to lord over his own body, exploit his own body for his own enjoyment. That is also wrong. Body is also not yours. This body is yours. Buddhi is yours. Mind is yours. No. That also is Krishna's prasada. Soul is also not yours. At least my identity, my own identity is soul. That is also not yours. Krishna's part and parcel. So without Krishna, even soul doesn't exist. That is the situation. But now we're in a consciousness where I'm completely independent. Lord has given opportunity. Okay, try. Enjoy. And we're struggling. I try to enjoy myself and try to bring others under my control. My family, my society, my community, my country, my people, all lording over nature. Every opportunity try to enjoy, express at least, and attempt to enjoy this world, and it's failing. Anyway, but the Lord is making elaborate arrangement. That's why this nice example sometimes is given. Suppose a small child, say 5-year child, wants to cook in the kitchen. Can the child cook? Can a 4-year, 5-year child probably cook? Any possibility? Not possible, isn't it? But the child seeing the mother in the kitchen cooking nicely, lot of preparations. Today is Advaita Acharya's appearance. We're also making nice preparations here. So let some child may go there to the kitchen. So, oh, Prabhuji is making so many things. No, Prabhuji, I will also do something. But what will the child do? Child does not know. And it is very risky for the child to operate in the kitchen because fire is there, gas is there, hot boiling oil is there. How can the child handle? Very risky. But the child wants to cook, or rather imitate the mother. Actually, child can't cook. Imitate the mother. So what will the mother do? Intelligent mother? We have experienced it. The mother will buy a toy stove, toy gas, toy patras, and toy oil bottle, and toy mixing spoon, all these things. And the mother will say, send the child to another room and tell, this is your kitchen now. From the real kitchen, the mother will send to the another kitchen, another room rather. It's not a kitchen. The mother will call it, this is your kitchen, personal kitchen. They will say your personal home. Say, your personal kitchen. Okay, now take the stove, take the gas. Okay, put rice. Switch on the stove. Put kova. Put sugar syrup. Now make gulab jamun, you make now. After that, one patra. Okay, collect the gulab jamun. Put in the sugar syrup now. Okay. So then mother will say, oh, gulab jamun is ready now. The child will say, yes. Then the child will take You have seen actually it's happening. It happens in the homes. The child will take, actually nothing is there in the hand. The child will say, Amma gulab jamun. Where is gulab jamun there? Mother also will eat. Although gulab jamun is not there. Oh, well done, very good, very good. So tomorrow I'll teach you payasam. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Yes. So ac- this actually happens, happening in the houses. For me, it has happened. I was in Chennai that time as a small boy. My mother gave me a toy stove and this and that, and so I made some item. And I gave my mother. Mother said, "Oh, very good, very good." So like that, actually, there is no real gulab jamun. There's no real eating. Everything is illusion. Similarly, the jiva trying to enjoy material nature or prakriti or the jiva is simply illusory. When the jiva realizes that, he is called self-realized. Oh, it is so foolish that I am trying to enjoy material nature or jada, matter. How can I enjoy matter while I being jiva? I am jiva, spirit. How can I enjoy matter? Not possible. When the jiva realizes this by the grace of Advaita Acharya, by reading his teachings, following his teachings, then you become enlightened. Then you will know my uh, position is to serve Krishna and become happy. But being separated, I am after illusory enjoyment and being cheated by Maya. Correct? No. Actually, when the child grows, my mother cheated me actually. What is this toy stove and toy this thing? But cheating in the sense, it is not to be taken very seriously, because the child also, when he grows, he'll mature, he'll understand. Okay, okay. Actually, it was danger for me to play with fire, to operate with fire. How can I operate with fire and gas in the kitchen? I'm so inexperienced. I don't know anything. So much risk is there, danger is there in the kitchen. Okay, so like that. It is not that Lord Vishnu is misleading us or cheating us. Rather, the position is such that you cannot be the enjoyer. So, therefore, this entire material world is created for that purpose. And if this purpose is met, that let me serve Vishnu and be completely joyful. The purpose of the creation is met. Then Mahavishnu will become happy. Advaita Acharya will become happy. That's why here we see in the next few verses, actually, Advaita Acharya, being the Acharya, he came down to this world to reclaim the jivas back to Krishna. But realizing in Kali Yuga, because he appeared in the 15th century, 14th century, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he saw the people are highly materialistic, and he found it very difficult to preach bhakti and impress the jivas to take up bhakti. Therefore, he thought only the Supreme Lord directly must appear. Even I am not capable enough to deliver. He was thinking, even I am not able to deliver the jivas. These jivas are not listening to me. So the Lord himself, Swayam, has to come down. Sometimes children are very naughty. If you send uncle, auntie, they will not listen. Mother only should come, father only should come, then they will listen, isn't it? So, like that, Advaita Acharya, by his loud cry and chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra and worship of the Saligrama, the Lord agreed to appear. Krishna agreed to appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally. The uncle, auntie, sometimes we know, right? Sometimes some children listen, sometimes they don't listen. Hope Bertin like that they'll say. So they'll not come. So sometimes the mother, father, they step in. So therefore, Krishna personally came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because Advaita Acharya called. This is another very important point. Hmm? You can call Vishnu, Krishna. Ordinary person can call. You think you call, they'll come. Personality Advaita Acharya has invited Krishna personally. Lord being obliged to Advaita Acharya's call, agreed to come down and deliver the world. And that is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So by the grace of Advaita Acharya, who worshipped Shaligrama with Ganga water and loud chanting and crying of Krishna's name. Advaita Acharya, Krishna Goswami said, literally cried and loudly chanting to deliver the jivas. Because the jivas are the children of the Lord. They're suffering, they're struggling. So Lord is very pained. Advaita Acharya is very pained, looking at the condition of the Kali Yuga jivas and seeing no hope, no way to deliver them. He called the Lord. So Lord Chaitanya immediately appeared, Kirtana movement, Hare Krishna movement, and delivered the whole world. Srila Advaita Acharya ki jai. Therefore, we should pray to Advaita Acharya by his blessings. As we read, foolish person can describe the Supreme Lord and become devotee, can reform his mentality and develop seva bhav instead of Ishvara bhav, and actually become a devotee in the true sense of the term, and serve the Lord and satisfy Him, and in that way receive the blessings and go back to God. Stop here. Shri Advaita Acharya ki jai. Advaita Acharya Pins Mahotsav ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai.